Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the good old WTD question mark here on this channel, the series where I, rant about things, give my very heated criticism, my very polarized opinions. I don't think polarized makes sense in this context. Anyway, this is one of the longest running series on my channel. Actually, literally the longest because my very first video ever, was What's the Damage. So fun fact for you guys there, the history of Chazzy on YouTube. And today's video is actually going to be something that I already did before. So this is technically a remake, and it's such a realistic and true to form remake that I'm even wearing the same exact shirt and even the necklace that I was wearing when I did the original video back in 2019. But I'm not going to leave a link to it anywhere. Matter of fact, after I upload this one, I'm going to be removing that one from the playlist. So if you ever want to watch it, good luck finding it. You're gonna have to really scroll down a lot, because it was back when I was living in my old house and things were a lot different, everything was just crappy as hell. So yeah, I'm gonna be remaking some videos of mine with this new format here, which I think looks a lot better anyway. So anyway, today I'm going to be talking about Black Friday. However, specifically how Black Friday works here in the country of Brazil where I live in, or rather how it doesn't work. Because you see, Black Friday is something that Brazilians don't really observe too well, Well, the people do, the consumers definitely do, but the companies don't. Not in a traditional sense, But before that, let me explain to you how Black Friday works, It is, as the name says, the Friday following Thanksgiving Day. So it is a really important shopping day in the US because all of the products are put on sale with a lot of crazy discounts, sometimes like 50% off or even more, So it is a time for a lot of people to go do their shopping, So this year it's going to be on November 26th. So what better time to upload this video, in the beginning of November. And now, normally it's associated as being the busiest shopping day of the year, Now, the term Black Friday is thought to have originated back in 1961 when a police officer was driving through, through a city, and there was a lot of pedestrian and vehicle traffic following the day after Thanksgiving, So the term Black Friday might have been coined already back in that time, However, there are speculations that it was actually used as early as like the 1950s, early 50s, where a lot of people would call in sick after Thanksgiving so they wouldn't have to work and they would get a 4-day weekend. So, but there's really it's up to debate whether that's actually when the term originated. But the point is that Black Friday started to gain a little bit more traction, climbing into the 70s and 80s, and I think around like the mid 90s it was already associated as being as a shopping day for people around Thanksgiving. But since as early as 2005 onward, it's been associated with literally the day where everything is on sale and everybody goes to shop, and ever since then it has been the busiest shopping day, in America. And it is something that is observed in other countries, but it's most observed in America. The United States has a lot of really strong ties to Thanksgiving. They celebrate it much more because it is essentially an American holiday. Thanksgiving is more fervently celebrated in the US, so that's why Black Friday there is more popular, and it actually is observed correctly. It is done in a way where they take products that are normally expensive or just about affordable, and they bring down the price significantly so people can buy them, and it usually always works, and you guys can see so many memes, and photos and videos of people, like it's like literally The Walking Dead where hundreds of people swarm in and they climb on top of each other and they freaking punch each other around and they get into fights over products, so it's really crazy. People get hurt on Black Friday in the United States, so. And what I'm going to be talking about is how it is here in my country. And as you guys are going to see, there aren't really that many fights involved. There is actually something much, much deeper than what you see on the surface, which is corruption. Now, there are two things that I want to highlight here, before actually getting into it, which is the corporate greed behind the companies here in Brazil, and also what I consider to be the rampant stupidity of the consumer market, People in this country are dumb. I'm not saying that everybody else in the world is smart, but my native Brazilian people, we're not exactly an intelligent bunch, And before my fellow Brazilians start giving me hate and criticism, which I really don't care about, by the way, you guys can say whatever the hell you want, I really don't care. This is my opinion, I'm entitled to it. Brazilians are dumb when it comes to Black Friday, protesting in general, anything involving around politics, things like that. But here's what happens on Black Friday. Oh my God, that feels so good. I left my window open today because it's hot in here and there's like such a nice breeze now. So anyway, Let me give you guys a rundown of how Black Friday works here, okay? So what some of the companies do, let's take for example an iPhone, the current iPhone, which I think is 12 or 13. I do believe here we currently have the 12, the 13 may not have hit the mark yet, but let's just go with the iPhone 12 because it is expensive as hell. Let's just say that it hits the market for about 10,000 reais, and this is actually, I'm just like rounding off, but it's not far from reality, by the way. Let's say it hits the market for about 10,000, which is really freaking expensive already, right? So now somebody might look at that and say, yeah, I definitely can't afford that. You know, maybe on Black Friday I'll be able to. So what do? The Apple store, right? They take that 10,000 reais and then like maybe a month or so before Black Friday, they start slowly raising the price a little bit, okay? So that 10,000 goes up to maybe like 10,800, like 11,400, 11,900, you know, 12,400, you know, it slowly starts to climb up until it hits, let's say 13,000. Okay, so the original price was 10,000 and all of a sudden people are seeing it advertised as 13,000, okay? And this slowly builds up over the course of a month, right? And then right when Black Friday rolls around, the price goes down back to 10,000 reais, the original price that it was before, okay? Now you look at something like this and you say, okay, that's pretty shady. That's like a very obvious case of, you know, that's a very obvious case of, what's the word? I completely forgot the term, fraud, okay? And matter of fact, fun fact for you guys, here we actually do have a name for Black Friday, which is Black Fraude, you know, which translates to Black Fraud. That is what we call it here, but it's not the entire population that is aware of this, even though it's blatantly obvious, you know? So what they do is they just bring the price, they raise it, and they bring it back down to what it was originally. Let's take another example, maybe, I don't know, a Samsung 4K television, right? Let's say it costs like 5,000 reais. You know, like let's put like a 50-inch 4K television, okay? 5,000 reais, not very far from the reality, by the way. So so then about a month or so before Black Friday, they're going to take that 5,000 reais and they're going to raise it up, you know, 5,500, you know, 6,100, 6,600, raise it up to 7,200, and then it goes all the way up to maybe like 7,500. So the TV now costs 7,500 reais, okay? So then on Black Friday, they give a discount back to 5,000 reais, the original price that it was before. Are you guys following along? Do you understand how it works, more or less? So these companies are literally lying to the consumers' faces. They are committing fraud. This is a crime. It's illegal. They are putting the price up, they're just raising it, and then they bring it back down to what it originally was. So this is obviously very sleazy, right? You probably think, okay, this really sucks. This is horrible. This is literally a capital crime, you know? I mean, there is no way in hell anybody falls for this, right? I mean, come on, right? At least 85 to 90% of the population falls for it every single damn time. There is no way in hell you can get angry at me if you're Brazilian when I say that we are dumb. And actually, when I say we, I don't even include myself. You guys are dumb, you know? Because even though I was born in this country, I grew up outside of it, you know? And I don't have any habits of all of Brazilians, you know, when it comes to this, for example. So I don't include myself when I say that Brazilians are dumb in this specific context, you know? Because, dude, well, when I found out about this, I was already pretty run. And I never shopped on Black Friday. I never bought anything. Now, let me go on to say that this is not a generalized thing, okay? Not every company does this. Not every company does commit fraud, but it is the vast majority, and it is the majority of people who fall for it, you know? And honestly, dude, I mean, it's kind of like when a politician is clearly like a thief, you know, he has stolen so much money, there is so much evidence, and yet people still vote for him anyway and deny it. Jesus Christ. If you really stop to think about it, this says a lot about how our country is run by our government, you know, because the government itself is corrupt as hell. Probably one of the most corrupt governing bodies in the entire planet, the one we have in Brazil. So obviously they don't care, you know. I mean, these companies are committing open fraud, you know. It is so obviously a crime, you know. I mean, they are literally like forcing people to spend money that like, how can I say? They are literally tricking their consumers to paying them money, you know. Like if they want 5,000 for a product, product, they will get 5,000 anyway, you know, because so many people fall for it. They know that they are cornering their consumers into a wall, you know, and they are feeding off of them, because like the government itself incentivizes, motivates this, you know, they incentivate it, you know, because like obviously nobody's gonna crack down on this, you know, it's such like blatant, obvious fraud. I mean, dude, I can't even, like, because if you commit fraud in any capacity, it is literally a crime, you know, and I mean, the company should be shut down, they should be sued, you know, the people should be arrested. But I mean, when you have a government like us that does even worse and gets away with it, I mean, it doesn't really motivate the companies to be any more honest, you know. There are some who do observe Black Friday, you know. You can actually find products online that are advertised with a discount, and they actually really are. It's legit, it's genuine, but they are so few and far between, you know. I could go on to say that the vast majority do practice the fraud. And it's really anger-inducing to see people like shopping on Black Friday, buying products that they think they got a discount for and they didn't. They were tricked because they're idiots, you know? It's just so amazing, man, how somebody can really think that they outsmarted the system because they bought something that they think was cheap, you know? And it's not just technology, man. You mean with clothes, you know, even food. I don't think they sell food on Black Friday, but you guys get the point, you know? Black Friday is something that generates millions or even billions of dollars, you know, in the industry around the world, the retail sales. And here in Brazil, it makes so much money because of this, you know, because people are spending money that they, like, it was the original price anyway. And it's weird because nobody ever stops to think about it, you know, because obviously they take a while. They take about a month or two, you know, maybe a few weeks, you know, they start raising the price, and they do it just long enough that when they lower it, they hope that nobody will notice and buy the product, and they always do, you know. That's what I think is just amazing. Now, I really don't think this happens in the US, you know, because there are like, it actually, Black Friday is so well done in the United States that there have been a lot of, you know, incidents, you know, people that have been shot and killed, you know, by police officers. They get into brawls and they get hurt. You know, you guys can look this up later. A lot of people get hurt. Every year somebody gets hurt, you know, because of Black Friday, the stampedes that happen in the stores. And it's weird because like it's always so well observed there, and it seems to work, but here it doesn't, you know. We don't get discounts on our products, and I'm pretty sure that if there were any frauds committed in the US or other countries, they would be found out quickly. And stupid freaking mirror. And the thing is that here there are a few measures that, like, if you're Brazilian and you understand what I'm saying, you speak English and you're watching this now, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to something called Vigia de Preço. It's an extension for Google Chrome that you can install. It's like, it translates to like Price Watch or something of the sort, where it kind of works around graphical inputs, where it's going to, whenever you go to a store and look up a product that you want to buy, it's going to either flash a green, red, or green, yellow, I think, and red. Green is to indicate that there was a discount, it isn't a really good price. Yellow is to indicate that it's still a little pricey, and red is to indicate that it's expensive, you know. And you can check the history of the product using this extension, you know. You can see if the store is trying to commit fraud, if they raise the price or lower them, you know. You can actually, this is actually a really good measure, you know. I actually think that there have been less frauds lately because of this, you know, because they've really been cracking down on it. But even so, people fall for it every single time, and it's so hilarious to go into a store. Sometimes I'll do it just for fun. I will look at the prices rising and see that it's the fraud is there, man, you know, the crime is there, that you're trying to trick people, and it's as clear as day, and people still fall for it, you know. How the hell can people give me hate when I call Brazilians dumb, dude? I really don't know what's worse, man. I don't know what's worse, how our country has such a dishonest culture, or how people are just so gullible, you know, because this actually speaks more about our government than us, you know, because yes, the consumers are idiots, you know, they fall for it every time, you know, they're like children being manipulated, but still, man, I mean, it's just, why? You know, why? I mean, why does our culture have such a necessity to be above everyone else? Why do they always have to try to outsmart people? Why do they have to be such dishonest people, you know? I mean, this is just, I mean, basically, if you really stop to think about it, this country is run by criminals, you know? And people who are dumb are voting for these criminals over and over and over again, you know? We had a president for about 10 years called Lula, who, like, it's been made obvious so many times, it's as clear as day that he stole millions of our our money, you know, millions of reais, you know, the money that we pay in taxes, you know, that he siphoned off and did other things and pretty much did not invest in the country. And he was even in prison for some time, you know. He left jail and now he wants to run for president again, and there are people who are gonna vote for this asshole, you know. I mean, seriously, you guys have got to wake the hell up, man. I mean, it's really hard to feel empathy for my own people, because I mean, you guys are allowing this to happen and you don't know how to protest. Brazilians do not know how to protest. I'm gonna get to that on another video, but honestly, I mean, it all starts with something like this, a shopping holiday that's meant for you to benefit yourself in buying something and saving money, but really it's only the companies and the government who are benefiting from it, you know. So yeah, it's basically like the companies and the stores, the enterprises, they just want to step on us and take our money, you know. They don't really care. So, but then again, if you fall for this, if you fall for the black fraud, then honestly, you're part of the problem and I don't feel sorry for you, okay? So this is essentially how it works here, you know. All they do is take the price and they raise it up before Black Friday and lower it back down to what it was originally. That is literally the strategy that they use here in this country, and it's amazing how everybody falls for it. I will not get tired of, I probably said it already like 15 times in this video, and I will not get tired of repeating myself. How the hell do you people okay, I was getting a little too angry there, you know. I had to stop myself short, you know, before it got worse. Let me just chill. Okay, I took a few seconds to breathe in and out, and I'm okay. All right. So anyway, if you happen to be Brazilian and you're watching this video and you speak English and you weren't aware of how this works, then now you do, okay? So hopefully this video helped me to spread awareness of how this is, you know. I'm pretty sure that it's common knowledge amongst my people, you know, at this point, but just in case it's not, okay, I just want to let you guys know how it works, okay? So hopefully you don't fall for this, you know, as many times as other people did. So yeah. It would be really nice if this video helps somebody, you know, not fall for this. And if you ever have fallen victim to this, well, honestly, that's more your fault, you know. I mean, you really should have done your research before. You should have paid more attention, and yeah. So, but then again, people who buy expensive things on Black Friday, they obviously have money to throw around. So, you know, I guess it's not really. I mean, if you can afford, you know, an iPhone or a new TV or what have you, you know, it's funny because usually it's more technology related, right? They do this more for technology, like phones, computers, tablets, you know, video game consoles, like. And you guys, if you guys don't believe me, you can actually go on there's this thing that we have in Brazil called, my God, the wind feels so good. Hold on, give me a second. Oh my God. I almost want to take my shirt off. There's this thing here in Brazil called Mercado Livre, which is essentially the Brazilian version of eBay. We do also have eBay here. It does operate, but it's not as popular as Mercado Livre, which translates to like the free market. It's a website. You guys can go on it right now. You can go to mercadolivre.com.br, you know, and you can see for yourselves all of the products, you know. Since it is early November, go check them out and see, you know, bookmark a few products and see what the prices are, and then just observe them. Just observe them, go to a specific one and wait until and see that the price is going to go up, and then when Black Friday comes around, it's going to go back down to the original price, you know. Even though it doesn't happen online too often, you can still catch it in the act. So if you're ever curious, go look this up and you're going to see for yourselves what I'm talking about. I'm not making this up. There are no fake news. This really does happen, you know. It seems it's so dumb how it's like, it's something that probably little kids would be fooled by, but yeah, full-grown adults, man, fall into the net. But I think I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. This is one hell of a long concept vlog already. I just wanted to expose the secrets, you know, in this video here, and hopefully it's going to help some of you guys stay away from the black fraud, you know. And to those of you who don't live in Brazil, well, if you live in the US and you do shop on Black Friday, be thankful for what you have, man. Be thankful, because you guys do get legitimate discounts on products and we don't, okay? So anyway, if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel while you're at it, and you might as well also hit the notification bell, because I release videos every single day. So stay up to date with my uploads, you know, usually multiple videos a day when I can. It's all good, even though my schedule is going to get a little hectic soon, so maybe I gotta go back to one. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen, which is not a fraud, by the way. It's real and authentic.